Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Jay Hollingshed, your personal high performance mindset coach and public speaker. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you are tuning in right now, my brother just jumped on. I appreciate you, bro. I love you, man. This is episode 263 of 365. Today is Thursday, day number 5, in which we discuss pillar number 5. Pillar number 5 is imagery and visualization. Imagery and visualization. So before we get into the imagery and visualization, I want to say I appreciate your patience. I know it is close to 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so I appreciate your patience. I was working the game at the 9 o'clock hour exactly. The game went overtime, so I was working longer than normal, which cut into my broadcast time. So I put up a quick broadcast just to show you what I'm doing and know I'm not neglecting my audience. But I still wanted to jump on right at 9 o'clock to say, hey, I'll get with you as soon as I'm done. So I just walked in the house. I'm not even going down to my office. I'm going to do it right here. Okay. So let's jump back into this. My wife, Lisa Hollingshed, she's watching. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you. My brother, AJ Arthur Hollingshed, I appreciate you. Those that are watching this on repeat, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you as well. Today is imagery and visualization. I'm going to be brief. So today's lesson on imagery and visualization. Now, every day that I go to work in the mornings, I park in the exact same spot. I get there early enough to do that. And when I do that, where I park is like 5 feet away from a huge oak tree. Okay. So when I get out, what's at my feet every time I get out? Acorns. Of course. Acorns. Tons of huge acorns. Probably big as pecans. So this oak tree is producing acorns, right? And so I reached down and it just hit me. A lesson. I try to find the lesson in everything. I see everything as a gift. That's part of my imagery and visualization that I work every day. Everything I come across, I try to see it as a gift and wonder, how can I use this as a gift to give to somebody else? So the lesson in this acorn is going to be my gift to you, my imagery and visualization gift. What I saw in this acorn, I looked at it and it's huge. Okay. Now I looked at this acorn and I said to myself, in the right environment, this acorn can thrive. I'm holding between my fingers an acorn, yes, but if I use imagery and visualization, what else am I holding? What do I see? Holding this acorn, I am literally holding the makings of a forest. Or you can say I'm holding a forest in between my fingers. Why? Because everything grows from within. It grows from within. Actually, the tree that spawned this acorn, the acorn came from within the tree. The acorn grew from the leaves, from between the leaves, and it got bigger and bigger, and it fell, and now it came from the tree. So in the right environment, it can thrive and become greater than just this acorn. It can thrive and become a forest. Why is that? Because this is the right environment for this acorn. The right environment for this acorn is fertile soil, fertile ground. The right environment for this acorn is to be surrounded by nourishment, is to be surrounded by vitamins, is to be surrounded by soil, water, and nutrients that can pour into it to help it thrive, okay? Now, what do I see in this? I see myself. I see you. I'm imagining myself as this acorn. I'm imagining myself, or I'm imagining you as this acorn. So what do you need to thrive? What do you need to survive? What do you need to become greater than what you are right now? You need the right environment. You need to be surrounded by what's going to nourish you. You need to be surrounded by what's going to pour into you. You don't need, if this acorn was sitting in the middle of the street in the hot sun, would it be nourished? Would it get what it needs to thrive? Would it get what it needs to become more than what it is? I don't think so. If it was sitting on a bunch of rocks or a bunch of cobblestone, would it get what it needs to survive? I don't think so. So let's talk about you and myself. If we surround ourselves with what we need to survive, we will thrive and become more than what we are. So This acorn needs to be surrounded by nutrients, fertile ground, moisture, soil, sunlight, the proper balance of all of that in order to become greater than what it is. Now, for you and myself, we have to be surrounded by proper nourishment, proper nourishment, and the surroundings that we surround ourselves with need to pour into us mentally, physically, and spiritually. That way we can grow greater. We can grow to be greater than what we are. What is the proper ground for us? I told you what the proper ground is for the acorn, but what's the proper ground for us? Our inner circle. What do we surround ourselves with? First of all, notice I said what. I didn't say who. I'm getting to the who in a minute, but the what. What do we surround ourselves with? The environment. Our environment is what we surround ourselves with. The music we listen to, the people we hang around, the conversations we have, the music we listen to on the radio, the television that we watch. All of that is pouring into us, and it's going to grow whatever it pours into us, whether it's good or bad. If it's something bad for us, okay, we are not going to grow and be greater than what we can become. We're not going to grow to be greater than what we are now. So everything I just mentioned is your surrounding environment. That's what your surrounding environment is, what we need to nourish us. Now, I gave you the what. What about the who? The people, our inner circle, okay? Our inner circle, the people we surround ourselves with. If we surround ourselves with people that are greater than ourselves, then we are going to grow. I told my wife just the other day, by me now working at the hospital, I'm surrounded by everybody that's in school for something to try to become greater than what they are. You have those that are what word am I looking for? Patient care assistants going to school to be nurses. You got nurses that are still in school going to be nurse practitioners. Nurse practitioners still going to school to be doctors. Everybody is surrounding themselves and with nourishment to grow greater than what they are. Everybody is getting what they need to become greater than what they already exist as. Now, the same thing for you. What are you surrounding yourself with? If you were to pick up your phone right now, look at your last 5 text messages. Who are they from? Are they from people that can pour into you and give you what you need to become greater than what you are? Think about that. If you were to look in your phone right now and look at the last 5 pictures that are in your phone, the last 5 screenshots or pictures that are in your phone, can those 5 pictures provide nourishment for your mind, for your soul, your spirit, your body to become greater than what you are right now? I'm talking about imagery and visualization. You have to see yourself as greater than what you are in order for you to be greater than what you are. And to see yourself as greater than what you are, when you see yourself as something greater, you automatically eliminate everything that's lesser. Why? Because that's no longer in your equation. That's no longer in your future. So just like this acorn has to be surrounded by everything it needs to become a huge oak tree. To become that oak tree I park next to every day at the hospital. So to become the great tree and then become a forest or be the spawn of a forest, this acorn needs to be surrounded by what it needs. So when this acorn becomes a forest, it has established a legacy, okay? Because it has dropped more acorns. Once it becomes an oak tree, it becomes an oak tree and drops more acorns. Those acorns carry the legacy of that tree. The acorn I just picked up and showed you, it is carrying the legacy of the huge oak tree that I parked next to. So your legacy, what are you going to leave behind? What are you going to drop to carry your legacy? It's got to be something that can carry on your greatness. So think about that. In order for you to drop something that's going to carry on your greatness, you have to have the greatness already within you, because what comes out of you is going to have to be something great. Just like this acorn that came out of the oak tree. This acorn is a healthy, solid acorn. If the oak tree was rotten, it would have produced a rotten acorn. So look at yourself as that acorn. Use yourself as that acorn. Think about it. Surround yourself with everything you need to become greater than what you are. See it, imagine it, visualize it, not just once a day, not just twice a day, but do it several times a day, and do it at least 3 to 5 minutes. Focus on that thought. Concentrate on that thought. Concentrate on you becoming more than what you are. And if you have problems with that, give me a call. I got you. I'll take care of you on that. I will make sure I will guide you through the thoughts you need to become the person you want to be. Call me at 1-888 I'm sorry, 1-833-822-MIND. 1-833-822-MIND. Let's talk about getting you where you need to be. This is episode 263 of 365. I'm Jay Hollingshed, your personal high-performance mindset coach and public speaker. And I'm asking you to make the effort, not the excuse, to have the proper vision to grow greater than what you are. Be well, stay blessed, and as always, through love, be a blessing. God bless.